So let's just talk about the lowest common ancestor or LCA of a binary tree. So the lowest common ancestor of two nodes is the lowest or the deepest node that has both the node as descendant. So as we know, suppose we have a parent node and we have a child node. So in this case, this will be the ancestor and this will be the descendant. So like an example, the lowest common ancestor of the node 2 and 3 will be 1 because that is the common parent of these two nodes 2 and 3. And also for the node 4 and 6, the common ancestor can be 2 or this can be 1, but because 2 is the lowest or the deepest ancestor, so this will be the lowest common ancestor. So let's just see how we can find this lowest common ancestor of any two nodes. So here we have defined the node structure. So here each node has the value and the pointer to the left node and the right node. And then we have this create node function which will allocate memory for any node dynamically. And here we have the function to find the lowest common ancestor. So the function takes the root node of the binary tree and then we pass the node P and Q. So we are trying to find the lowest common ancestor for the node P and Q. So first of all, we're gonna check if the root is null or the root is the P or the root is the Q. So in any of the cases, we're gonna return root. So because in those cases, root will be the lowest common ancestor. So that means when the root is P, so suppose this is P and anything is Q, we do not care, this will be the lowest common ancestor. And also suppose root is the Q, so in that case also, no matter where the P is, this will be the lowest common ancestor. And next we're gonna recursively search in the left and the right subtree. So first of all, we're gonna search in the left subtree. So that means we're gonna search in the left subtree and then we're gonna find in the right subtree. That means in the right subtree. Now after that, we're gonna check if we see that both the left and the right returns non-null. So in that case, we can say that the current node is the lowest common ancestor. So we're gonna simply return the root. So if we found that both the left and the right subtree returns non-null value, that means the current node will be the lowest common ancestor. So otherwise, we're gonna return the non-null result. So that means if the left is not null, then we're gonna return left, otherwise we're gonna return right. So this way we can recursively search in the left and the right subtree to find the lowest common ancestor of two nodes. So here we have the tree. So here we have created the tree. The root node has the value 1 and then the left child with the value 2, the right child with the value 3. So this way we have created this entire tree. So let's now find the lowest common ancestor for the node 4 and 6. So first of all, we're gonna initialize P with this node 4. That will be root left left. So root left left means this node 4. Similarly, we're gonna do the same for the Q also. So Q will be the node 6, so which is root left right left. So here root left right left. So P is the node 4 and Q is the node 6. So let's now try to find the lowest common ancestor of these two nodes. So we're gonna call the find LCA function and we're gonna pass the root, the P and the Q. So this function will return the lowest common ancestor. So if we found the LCA, in that case we're gonna simply print LCA is and we're gonna print the value of the LCA. Otherwise we're gonna print LCA not found. So here the LCA is 2, so that means 2 is the lowest common ancestor for the node 4 and 6. So this way we can find the lowest common ancestor of any two nodes in a binary tree. So hope you understand the concept. See you in the next one. Take care.